Holy shit. What's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Broad Motherfucking Topic.
What? Oh my God.
I'm Kim Congdon. I'm here with my co-host,
Alex Carlotto.
And I'm really excited. I don't even know what name you go by because you changed your last name on Facebook like a few times.
No, I didn't.
Didn't you? No?
No, I've always been Jil Chrissie.
Oh, I thought your name was different on Facebook before. I didn't know if you had a stage.
No,
Jil Chrissie.
No. Well, my real name is Jill Thompson.
That's what it was.
My dad is a pastor, so I go by my middle name.
All right, yeah. So Mr. Thompson doesn't know what's up.
Mr. Thompson.
This is Jil Chrissie. She's a very, very, very funny comic. And also we were roommates.
Yeah, we were.
For a little bit. We were roommates for like 6 months. We had a fun time. I was actually looking back at some of my old like stories on Instagram where people message me. I like to scroll up and see what they were. And I had a video from your birthday party.
Oh, God.
That you threw this bitch. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you how comfortable she made herself. She's living here. She's living with me and my other roommate for 2 months. And she's like, can I throw a little party for my birthday? That's what she said.
She's the last person to move in out of the three of you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And she was like, can I throw a little party for my birthday? And we're like, cool. We love her. Like, she's so fun.
And you guys just met before? Like, how long before moving in did you guys know each other?
We knew each other before I moved in.
Yeah, we knew each other for a good year and a half at least. Mm-hmm. We saw each other around the store. I always really liked her.
I get it.
Yeah. Okay. So it was fun. Cool. Our apartment was pretty fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
But I come home into our 3-bedroom apartment. And this bitch has like 50 people there. It looks like a movie where the mom comes home after a weekend and there's just like everyone. You know that video where like there was that party and everybody was stomping on the floor and they fell through? Yeah. It looked like that right before they fell through the floor. It was crazy. There was a real DJ.
Was the apartment like almost not big enough for as many people were in there?
Can I tell you how many apartments were in the complex? It was a rectangle of 12.
Okay.
A rectangle.
Okay.
It was 6 at the top, 6 at the bottom.
Okay.
And it like all the doors face like the inside of the rectangle. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it was like this and apartments and apartments.
Yeah,
and like when I tell you
on
that our
side.
Oh yeah. When I tell you that our neighbors were like banging on the door and we were opening it and we're like, oh well, and like slamming it.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I didn't even know. I was like, are we gonna get arrested? Like, how does this work?
This was just
really
residential space, not like college space.
No, this was just like an adult apartment.
That's
what it should have been.
Yeah, I know. I threw a big ass banging ass party.
It was crazy
on a Wednesday night.
With a
very
DJ.
inconsiderate. Very inconsiderate.
What birthday was it? What age?
Oh, and it wasn't even like a fire age. It was like 28. It wasn't even like 30. You know what I mean?
Were you there for my surprise party?
Yeah, that's what made me think of the party that I had.
Oh, really?
But I'm so stupid. I'm not stupid. It's just that I didn't realize that I had any type of popularity. Like I had no idea.
That's what happened with my party. I was like, whoa.
Like, whoa. You don't know.
But comics hear about anything and they'll do anything not to be like on stage but still with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody loves a fucking party.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I threw myself a surprise party.
I knew you knew about it.
Did I ever tell you that I didn't? No.
I
didn't really tell anybody.
It was your plan from the start?
Yeah, it was my other roommate. My other roommate was like, you should have a surprise party. I was like, I should. Will you set it up and I'll just pretend I don't know and I'll tell you who I want to invite?
Oh my God.
And she did that.
I knew you knew because you came in with like a beautiful dress on. Your hair was done. I was like, that ain't nothing surprising about that. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I pretended to go out to dinner and it was so cute because like everybody, I like invited everyone that night to a birthday dinner because my roommate was like, I'll tell people we're going to a birthday dinner, but everyone's going to bail on you and you're just going to come home after. And so I was inviting everyone to this birthday dinner and people were texting me like, I'm so sorry, I can't make it. But I knew that they were at my house because my roommate was like, this person's here while they were texting me like, I can't make it to your birthday dinner. Don't be mad at me. And I was like, it's such a good feeling because it was happening for days before. I highly suggest throwing yourself a birthday party. You see who really loves you for like days before your party.
You're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone that went to your party didn't come to mine, so.
Oh, really?
Boom.
I mean, we both had very different people at our party.
Yeah, it was.
We had a different
crowd.
group of friends, I think, and we slowly started merging.
Yeah,
that together.
Oh my God, how fucking crazy are you? I love you.
Is that not insane?
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Oh shit.
I've never thrown myself a giant birthday party.
No?
Never.
Have you ever had a surprise party?
Nope.
Really?
When I was a kid, I used to, like, I feel like every person who likes surprises would want a surprise party.
Do you like surprises?
Yeah, but you can't plan one for your... Well, I mean, I guess you can. I don't know.
It's good to know. It's good to keep in mind. You never know who likes them, too.
I never considered planning one for myself.
Oh, we'll have to throw you one. It'll be a surprise. Yeah. Fuck. It was fun. I don't know. Yeah. What else? You're still in LA. You're just visiting New York.
I'm just visiting.
It's LA super sad right now after what happened.
Yeah. Super sad.
I feel like it's depressing.
In those streets. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Super sad. Really sad. I don't know if you guys, I'm sure everybody's heard about the death of Brody Stevens. Really sad. So strange.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to bring the podcast down, but it's so weird when someone dies. It's like such a, like, I don't know how to. He was the Comedy Store.
Yeah,
like,
really.
He was like the face of the Comedy Store.
Yeah,
so it's very
there's
strange.
A void up there. Mm-hmm.
We picked the one. There's like 3 careers where everyone just kills themselves, and we picked one of them.
Yeah,
isn't that crazy? It's like us and crazy. Dentists and mailmen.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say like therapists.
Therapists too.
Like psychiatrists.
I'm
really?
Sure, because they hear everybody else's problems constantly. Could you imagine?
And that makes them want to kill themselves?
I'm sure that energy. Everyone's throwing their worst energy at you.
Yeah.
Constantly. It's got to hurt.
Imagine.
Imagine how you feel if your therapist kills themselves, though.
Oh my God, I would hate that. I love my therapist is one of my favorite people in this entire world.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I fucking love her. Like, who else am I going to throw all my shit at? And I've tried, like, I've been to a couple therapists over since the time I was in high school, and I hated some of them. Mm-hmm. Like, you have to find somebody who you're super comfortable with. Like, I was there this morning, and as soon as I came in, she was like, let's take it easy today.
You overwhelm her?
She was like, no. She's like, the girl who was here before you used all the rest of my tissues. And she knows me so well that I, like, if she didn't say that, I would have gotten into shit and been like, I need tissues. So,
I have such an issue. I feel self-conscious when I use too many tissues. Do you?
I mean, it's the only place, like, I feel like I've been, ever since I started going to therapy, which was like kind of recently, I stopped like crying in the rest of my life. And I only cry for that 1 hour a week when I'm there. So, like, generally, I would feel a little ashamed of my tissue use. But when I'm there, it's like, I just don't have a choice. Like, it's 1 hour, and I'm going to use tissues for a full hour.
Mm-hmm. You know? I see. Yeah.
It's fine.
You know what my problem is with therapy? I've said this before. Yeah. I can't see the same therapist twice, which I actually have seen the same therapist 3 times. Not in a row.
That's good though. That's an improvement.
Yeah, it's the same one 3 times, which is very hard because my problem is I'll cry at therapy. Like, cry so fucking hard.
Like, your first time there, you just meet this therapist and you're like,
every time I go, I cry.
Okay.
I like sit down and I just feel like crying.
You get straight to the drama?
Straight to the crying.
Okay.
I just don't even say hello. I just sob.
Okay.
It's fucking an issue.
No, I feel you.
And then I feel really good that day when I leave. And I'm like, I feel so good. And then the next day, I'm like, I can't believe I said all that. It feels like when you're drinking and you're having a good time. And then the next day you wake up and you're like, why was I talking about, like, spiritual shit at the end of the night in front of everyone? It feels like that to me. It's like an embarrassing feeling.
I was just talking about therapy actually with I'm staying with a really nice lady out here in New York, and she's this black woman who's telling me about going to go see a therapist, which is like in our culture is no. So people that do it, you pay attention to it.
Black people in therapy is like white people in dancing.
Yeah, they just
very rare.
But yeah, she was talking about it, and she said, basically what we were saying to each other was we couldn't have like a white therapist because some of our trauma is like white people, so we have to talk about that honestly, and it would be weird
Yeah, it's almost insulting to say.
Like, why would I want to tell you that? Because that's my perspective. It's not who white people are, maybe, but it's my perspective. You know what I mean? And so I wouldn't want to like disclose that to someone I wouldn't trust.
Jill's just calling her therapist a cracker.
No, I totally understand that. I
mean, if you were white and half of your trauma was black people, why would you want to talk to a black person about that? Maybe it would help though. But
after regular therapy, it might help.
I mean, I even feel to the degree of like, I don't think I'd want to talk to a male therapist. I wouldn't want to talk to a male therapist.
No.
Exactly.
It's way easier to talk to somebody who's the most like you because that's the person who's most likely to understand your issues.
Male therapists must have a really hard time finding a job. Maybe because I really don't see how anybody would want to talk to a man over a woman emotionally. About emotions.
It's strange. I have tried a male therapist.
Nate seems like he wants to say something. No? Oh, okay. And chime in if
you're a man. If you're a man, you might want to talk to a man.
Yeah, no, I'm sure men probably.
My therapist's a guy.
Your therapist is a guy?
I was with a woman for 2 years, and then I was just like, I've got to be with a guy.
Why? Just because they understand things you go through?
You like to different shit.
Talk to someone who's like you, right?
You know what it was? The first time I sat down with a guy therapist, I became so frustrated. I actually said to him in the first session, like, you're really fucking pissing me off. And I knew at that moment that was good.
What you needed.
I needed someone to like challenge me and piss me off.
I see. That's interesting.
Me and the female therapist got along just way too well.
I see. So Nate was fucking his therapist. I see what's going on.
Yeah.
You can't bring that accent into a therapy room.
No.
Although my therapist she's like Korean, from Korea. She speaks with an accent, and we're tight. I love her.
It's Marie Kondo.
I wish we could be friends outside therapy. When I leave, I'm like, it's a shame that I pay her for this friendship.
Your therapist is Marie Kondo to where you walk in and she's like, I love mess. Tell me everything.
That's what I want. Mess. I just want a woman.
She's a
woman.
Any woman it's always like, I feel like it's just.
I want an older woman.
There.
Is that fucked up?
Oh no,
it's not old, but like older. I don't want like. Sometimes it'll be like this girl's a 24-year-old grad. I'm like, I don't need some girl younger than me. The mistakes I made when I was 24. This bitch is blacking out and getting raped nightly.
So ideal, the ideal age for a therapist is like 45. Like I'm like if I could Tinder my therapist, like I'm looking for like a 45-year-old person.
Tinder therapy.
Tinder for
Thinder.
That'd be pretty good.
Thinder. And you could see like all the traumas they specifically work in and what insurance they take. Oh, perfect.
A picture of them just so that you could see if they have like a face that you'll feel familiar and fun with.
Right.
Like,
I want to see their outfit.
Yeah.
It better look, therapist-y.
Picture of their office where you could picture yourself in there.
Yeah.
I do judge them by their pictures too when I choose one. Isn't it crazy that's so important?
There's a reason that the saying "judge a book by its cover" exists because
everyone
it's
does
really hard not to.
Yeah. I choose them by their face. Yeah. By the credentials.
Well, obviously, I want a hot therapist. What am I saying? I want a pretty woman who's doing therapy.
I don't even need a hot one. I just need her not to be young.
No.
I need her to have gone through some shit.
I think 45 is a great age.
45 is a great therapy
because it's not too old. Like she ain't gonna be a fucking grandma's bitch.
Yeah.
But then it's not too young where it's like you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. We're the same age basically. Like get out of here. Yeah.
I tried a fucking when I was in high school. I tried a therapist who was in her like 60s, and it was not a good match whatsoever. She was like,
"Why don't you go down to the local arcade and get a quarter and figure it out together?"
I believe she asked me if I was courting.
Oh God,
no! It's like we're not even on the same fucking page.
We
bitch.
can't.
You need
to do this.
This is my things. My requirements for social media requirements for a therapist. They have to have an Instagram. They cannot have a Snapchat. That age, whatever age that is.
They have to have a Facebook.
Yes, but not a Snapchat.
Yeah, for sure. Older people are so into like stationery, like you know what I mean,
like paper stationery. That's so funny.
They're just so into like pens.
They've customized like Dr. whatever notes.
Yeah, they still have like business cards. They're like little paper ones.
You know what I don't like about my therapist? This bitch is late.
You got a late ass therapist?
A late therapist who's bailed already once and rescheduled me twice.
But
and we've only seen each other 3 times.
That's my kind of therapist, because that's a human ass bitch right there. She's not trying to be holier than thou.
She's like, you therapist.
She's like, you want to tell me your problem? You gotta wait.
You gotta find me.
I got a nail appointment, bitch.
It's like a fucking Goonies treasure map chest to find her. Like, I swear to God, I gotta go on a pirate ship and fucking go through traps just to like lay in this chair. She's late all the time. She is a black woman.
Oh shit! See,
she's late.
Give me her number.
You both can just not show up to your appointments.
That's what I like. Okay. I pay her to like not go.
Oh man, so funny. Okay, so before we move on with that, I want to take a second and give a shout out to our amazing, fabulous, dopest sponsors in the world, Smoked Honey.
Fuck yeah, smoked honey is my favorite thing ever.
We talk about this every week, and you know, our love never fades. It's like smoked honey is like good dick for me. I just keep coming back.
Except for me, it's more than good dick, because I can't handle good dick like in the morning, in the evening, in the afternoon, before a meal, after a meal. That would be too much. Smoked honey is in my life literally at all times.
All times.
I've been known to wake up in the middle of the night with a smoked honey pen still in my hand, from like I fall asleep with them in my hand.
It's your new cell phone.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the best.
I never fall asleep with my phone in my hand. I fall asleep with my smoked honey in my hand.
And that fucking means something. You know how powerful an iPhone is to be replaced with a pen?
I feel like it's way unhealthy to sleep with a phone on your person.
Right. And every time you hit this, instead of getting radioactive activity like your phone, you get stoned.
You get stupid high.
Oh my God, the distillates are so good. I don't even know how to describe it. Like, they have the cleanest distillate in their products. They what they do is they take out the bad terpenes in their distillate and they replace it with good terpenes. They have a bunch of strains, some that you've heard of, some that you've never heard of, all delicious, all very, very different. I love that you can taste the different flavors in their strains. Some are fruitier, some are stronger, some are sweeter, some are like peppery. Like, there's definitely, it's so fun to just get a bunch of cartridges and experiment with what you like the best.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that.
Indica, sativa, hybrids, whatever time of day you want, there's like something to fuck you up just in the right way.
Exactly.
It's amazing.
Exactly. So if you're over the age of 21 and you live in the California area, hit up smokedhoneyca.com or hit up their Instagram at smokedhoney and tell them we sent you.
Please do.
All right, let's keep it going. What else? Anything new?
I have nothing to contribute because I don't know, I'm having an issue where I'm working all day and then going home and staying up all night watching full seasons of things on Netflix.
Oh no.
Days and days in a row, and getting like 3-4 hours of sleep and coming back here and working. I feel like a disease, maybe?
Sometimes they work here all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're here all the time. And sometimes I go out to do a show and they're just watching the show for fun.
Oh, wow.
And these motherfuckers are here 23 hours a day. And I'm like,
you perform.
Who goes to a show?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even go to my own shows sometimes.
I know.
You know how hard it is for me to just go somewhere?
I know.
I don't know what it
really
is,
hard.
but lately it's been
difficult.
Last week I was working at your show. I was recording for somebody. But I love comedy. I love fucking
Are you not a stand-up?
I'm not.
She's a producer.
I'm a producer here.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
She's super talented. Producer, director. She's a shit.
You the shit.
But she's a good podcast co-host. We started this podcast. I was like, oh, this is going to blow. I was like, I'm some girl that does producing.
Mm-hmm.
I was honestly
she's fucking funny, dude.
Honestly, when you asked me to do this podcast, I was shocked. First of all,
that makes two of us.
When I came in, I sort of thought I was going to be like producing for you and like not talking so much.
Yeah,
and
this
you're
bitch
like,
white wiggled her way to the top.
Yes, you did. That's hilarious. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really good.
But I love it. It's so fun.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing stand-up, Jill?
I have been doing stand-up for 6 years total, and I'm in my 7th year. You know what that means? Like, did I say that right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You just passed your 6, you're going into 7.
Yeah.
Cool. I've lost track, I think, of how long I think I'm going into my 5th.
Yeah. Okay, good.
So that makes sense. You were about like a couple years ahead of me.
I'm also a little bit older than you, though. I mean, I'm not old,
What are
bitch.
you?
I'm 30.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not old. I gotta stop saying that.
No, 30 is young.
30 is young.
I always figure this is how I rate young. If you die and they say she was so young, you're young.
Yeah.
Even at
that's a long
55,
time.
people say that. 70, no one gives a shit anymore.
Yeah,
It's like,
you're
well, it's
pretty
coming in
old.
the next 10 years.
That's such
70.
a fucking good way to look at it. People never say you're so young. Like, people never acknowledge how young people are until they die.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like a 52-year-old woman, they're like, oh, mom's getting fucking old, whatever. And then she dies and they're like, she was so young.
Yeah.
The opinion
But
just
when
flips.
she was alive, what was it? Her
Right?
pussy ain't shit. Right?
She's all dried out.
She's all dried out till she's dead. Now she's moist for you, isn't she? Huh? Now you miss that pussy.
young and moist.
Now I'll bet you can't stop thinking about it.
And like 30, when you think about it, like to 55, that's 25 more years. That's your whole lifetime you've already experienced again until you're still so young.
Yeah. That's
Isn't that
true.
fun?
That's crazy. Yeah.
It's it's everything you've ever lived minus a few years.
Yeah.
And you're still going to be considered so young. You get a whole nother probably 25 more after that.
Yeah.
Like
wait,
2 more lifetimes after this.
exactly
Of what we've lived.
halfway to the number I just named. 50,
What?
I'm exactly halfway to 52.
52, you are?
Right? Yeah. Right? 26?
Who, you?
Yeah. 52. So I have
Yeah.
literally double the lifetime I've existed and still be young by these standards, which is
Yeah.
fucking a good way to look at it.
It's so funny because James, I always say that I want to die when I'm 122 because then I figure the average for a healthy person is around 85. I don't know. That's what I assume. And that gives me like 2 more lifetimes, 2 more 20-year lifetimes. I think of lifetimes in increments of 20 years, by the way.
What?
So I want to die
Why
at
is that?
122. I don't know because I feel like
Generations? Is that why? Because people...
I don't
It's
know.
like you're about a generation away every 20 years.
Yeah, every 25 years, it seems like it's another section taken off. Like it's like a...
You're in a
It's like
whole other place in your life.
It's like you hit a checkpoint in a video game and then the rest of it's behind you.
Like if you're breaking it up into chapters, you'd go by 20 years.
Yes, 20 to 25 years I'd go by. And so I figured 122 is like 2 more lifetimes than I expected, which is a long time, right? James asked me the other day, he was like, because we were talking about dying, because he like is like obsessed with it since his grandparents passed. It's really sad.
Yeah, I feel like it's such an interesting time for little kids when they're like discovering that death exists and they're like, oh.
We're talking about my boyfriend's son, he's 6.
Oh.
So his grandparents passed away recently. And so he was asking me, he was like, Kim, when I'm 100, how old are you going to be? And I did the math. And it's 122.
Wow.
And I was like, that's the year I'll die. It's a little dark, but I told him that.
122.
I was like, I'll die when you're 100.
Oh my God, how fucking optimistic.
It sounds like torture, honestly. Can you imagine being 122?
I
Like,
can't
you're
imagine letting go
useless.
and dying.
My
I'm so
grandma-
scared.
Really?
I'll tell you, my grandma was not looking good at 99. I don't think she had any interest in
I
living
saw
another
your grandma at 99. I would
23
hit
years.
it. No disrespect.
You saw my other grandma at 92. So that's a long way from
Yeah.
122.
Y'all live old as hell.
Oh, man. Yeah.
My grandparents. Well, my granddad actually did die when he was 90, and that's old.
That's
It
old.
is old.
For a black man. That's that old.
Is it-
That's
I-
old.
Oh.
And my grandma.
That's
died
85
from
more
diabetes.
years than you expect from a black
Exactly.
man in America.
Yeah. Really though. That's 85 more years.
I can't believe you're even here.
I know. Oh my God! I'm just yelling into the mic. I'm sorry.
I got so spoiled by my first grandma who passed living till 99 that when my second grandma passed at 92, I
felt you
felt
were robbed?
felt we were fucking gypped, man. I was like, fuck this.
You're like, she had 8 more years of laying in that bed.
Right?
She could have laid unable to communicate and eat for 8 more years.
I could have brought her smoothies every night for weeks and weeks and weeks still.
It's just like, let them go. I personally, like, when I get old, I feel like I would be more comfortable with saying, like, all right, I could let go. But right now, This is when I'm terrified.
Yeah, I think that's natural, right?
Yeah.
That's normal. I'm hoping that
because I haven't done what I really want to do. Like, I want to do things.
When you're old, you're like, you can't be like, I think I want to be a stand-up comic.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
at 92. Like, you just don't have any dreams or hopes anymore.
No, they go away because you already did whatever you had to do.
Yeah, now you just chill. But you do just
some
chill.
Of them do have hopes, and they just have to fucking be like,
and they just have to be in their old body.
You gotta be like, I fucking miss
hoping reincarnation's real. That's it. That's your only hope.
Literally it.
Your last hope is reincarnation. How sad.
I wonder if statistically people do get more religious as they get to that age because they're like, that's the only fucking hope I have left. Like I used to have a lot.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna believe in Jesus again when I'm old because I ain't gonna have. What am I gonna do?
Right?
Like, I'm just gonna be sitting there. Like, I can't. You can't trust the people around you to not die. They're gonna die. So it's like,
oh, it's fucked up. Every time my phone rings and it's a family member, do you think someone's dead?
Yes, I'm scared all the time.
Me too.
Like, I need to fucking chill.
What the fuck is wrong with us?
I don't know, but this alcohol help. No, I'm just kidding.
But you know what my mom does? Is she'll call repeatedly, even if it's just to say hello. It'll be like, and I'll hit, and like I'll be on stage performing. My phone's going.
I actually remember that living with you, and
she called me all. She calls me all the time.
That's a good thing.
She loves you.
I know. I'll miss it one day when she's dead.
Right.
But for now, fucking annoying.
For now, what the fuck?
No, I do like talking to my mom, but like she is so funny.
I constantly, whenever I'm with my parents, have the perspective of like, oh, they're not going to be here forever. I have to hang out. Like,
I literally only call my mom because of that. Sorry, Mom.
It's true. It's true.
I sit with them. I watch TV with them for way longer than I want to sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel like going upstairs, like to myself, whatever, and I'm just gonna stay for another fucking 2 episodes.
When I visit my mom, I sleep with her.
Yeah, you gotta do.
I sleep with her.
I love sleeping with my mom.
Me
It's
too.
the best. Yeah.
Me too.
You
It's
guys
so
are
nice.
fucking nasty. No, I'm just kidding. No, I love. Like, I literally. That's what I think about constantly when it comes to my mom, because I'm like, man, I don't know when anything is gonna happen at any point. And
it's fucked up.
I let her talk to me about stupid shit. I mean, a lot, sometimes she tells me what I need to say on stage, and I'm like, I'm just gonna let you do that.
Yeah,
because I need you to just talk to me.
I've also grown more patient because I feel like I'm trying to make up for how mean I was.
Yes,
because that's a big thing too. It's like, let's forget about that time when I was 16.
Or about that time I just said my mom talks to me about stupid shit on the podcast.
And I know, and then I keep messing up and being mean.
I know.
I'm like, fuck
something
it.
mean.
You're gonna die. Stop making me be mean to you.
Yeah.
Me and Alex are talking about how we hate when our mom drinks out of our stuff.
Oh, you do?
Oh God.
I can see why.
But what's really sad about it is that she really is the only person who I hate drinking out of the same thing of.
Me
like,
too.
I'll drink out of the same thing as fucking any of you. I just met you tonight. I would let you fucking drink from my sippy cup.
I don't know what it is. There must be a science behind that, because I feel the same way.
You don't want to drink after your mother's because you think that your mothers have your dad's dick on their mouth.
Maybe my stepdad's dick, or someone's dick. If my stepdad's,
I believe it.
I think that's probably what it is.
You said it's subconscious, so it could just be a thing.
It's just like knowing your mom sucked dick. You don't want to twist it.
Do you think we've evolved to the point where our bodies are definitely, it's like no chance we're definitely going to suck dick. And our daughters need to be subconsciously aware of us sucking their father's dicks. Do you think we're that evolutionarily?
Yeah, I think there's something wrong with your subconscious.
I'm gonna see if there's something about this not drinking after mom.
I'll bet it's
actually
we have a producer today.
Oh, Nate, can you Google?
Do you want to look up if it's common to really fucking hate? I do feel
drinking after your mother.
Do you feel that way about your dad? Have you experienced him a little less?
A little less, still a little disgusted, but less.
Same, exactly.
I guess I'd rather eat my mom's pussy than drink my dad's dick.
That's.
I feel the exact same way. I couldn't agree more. This is why
we're the same.
Why we're friends.
I'm pretty much like I would never drink after my dad. I would never drink. And my mom, I feel like my mom's cup would have a little too much saliva.
That's what I feel like. I feel like my mom spits up in hers, and she doesn't. I treat her like she's a vegetable when she wants to drink after me. I'm like, I want you fucking drooling in my cup. I treat her like she's.
Right.
It's
but
the
you
worst.
know what? What I will do is like I will snuggle in my mom's bosom.
Oh
like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
mom titties
they
are the
could
best.
be naked titties. I've never done that, but they could be naked titties, and I would still put my head there.
Mom's titties are the best.
Because those mom's titties.
Those are nature's pillows.
Yes.
Absolutely.
We
and
ate
have
those.
you seen my mama's titties?
No, but I'd like to. Pull it up, Nate.
I'll let her know.
Just her titties.
Oh, I got it.
Oh,
just
fuck.
her titties.
Yeah,
Just her titties.
I fucking sit on my mom's lap all the time, and like it borderline hurts her, and I'm like, it's okay, we'll find a comfortable position.
We'll find a way.
I remember one time my mom. Okay, so my sister's a little wild. She's got like schizophrenia or whatever, so she's kind of crazy.
Right.
And I remember my mom was walking up the stairs, and my mom has diabetes. You know, she, big lady. She's walking up the stairs.
Why'd you say what you know? Like we should expect that. My mom has diabetes, so she's walking up the stairs with her 1 foot, normal diabetes.
Diabetes,
okay, yeah. Us too.
Okay, so she's walking up the stairs, and my sister takes her hand and she smacks my mom on the ass, and my mom howled like a fucking dog. What are those dogs that howl like that?
Hyena?
No, the dogs.
A wolf?
A wolf. You know how they howl?
Yes.
My mom did that shit. She howled.
No.
She was so mad at my sister. It hurt her so bad for some reason. And I'm like, my dad never smacked my mom's ass. Like, I guess he never did
Or
that.
maybe he just did really hard the night before and she had a bruise.
I don't know what was going on, but it was the first time I saw like my mom get really like
Smacked
hurt.
in the ass.
Like, yeah. And my sister
wow.
like smacked her hard. My sister's gay as hell. She smacked my mom's ass really hard. I just never see anything. I don't know why I told that story. Sorry.
My mom, it's okay. It actually just reminded me of something fucking crazy.
What?
My mom had the same injury 2 times in her life now that I think is like a really fucking bizarre injury.
Okay.
Of like falling backwards and like falling into a seated position and breaking her tailbone.
Oh.
It happened when she was young, and then it happened again about a year ago.
Breaking your tailbone is such a mom bone to break. I've never heard of anyone besides a mother break her tailbone.
Isn't it? You can't. It's like
That's a mom bone?
Yes, it's a mom bone to break.
it's like the first time she broke it was before she was a mom, but that was the day she was destined to become.
That's the day your dad came inside her and made her a mom. He's like, well, it's time. You broke your tailbone. You broke your tailbone. You can crack an egg with one hand. It's time to have a baby.
Damn, what is the tailbone? Is that like the
That's at the
right
very
by
the very
at the
tip,
crack?
the very
hurt
tip of
mine.
your spine. Like
I grew up in Florida, so I fell on my ass like sliding off things. We had like mattress slide behind trucks and shit. So like I've hurt my tail. I've never broken it, but I've like bruised it.
hurt it really
and
bad.
even when you bruise it, it's like you can't
hurts.
walk, you can't sit, like
Damn,
everything.
imagine breaking it.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can't sit.
It hurts. When you break it, you have to sit on like a pillow thing, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Damn.
it's really bad.
It's fucked up.
the second time she was just laying on her stomach for like weeks.
No.
It was the only comfortable position for her.
I would be miserable having to lay on my stomach.
I would eat a lot. I would just use that as an excuse to be like, well, this is my time to enjoy myself.
I mean,
I'm here now.
When I heal, I'll start to work out.
man.
Until then, take the lettuce off my burger.
Someone would have to wait on you hand and foot.
Mm-hmm.
No pun.
That's how I like it. Hand and no foot in your mom's case.
Hey. Don't joke about my mama's feet. The fuck? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, fuck.
I made
Shit.
Kim watch this fucking crazy show, Botched Up Bodies.
Oh, it's really bad. Have you seen it?
No, what is it?
It's people that get bad surgeries, botched surgeries.
Oh, no, I have actually seen that.
Like this one girl wanted a bigger butt, so she got like the person she got the silicone implants from, they went to Home Depot and bought the silicone you build a house with.
Got her like hardware
Like
grade.
hard silicone that you like put in
silicone.
walls to harden, and just injected it with a needle into her ass.
Oh, my God.
And this bitch lost her arms, her legs.
Shit.
Oh, it was sad. And then her
Wouldn't you
ass.
feel
She
like
didn't even
a
get an
fucking
ass.
idiot because you wanted to get an ass. You lost your arms and your legs.
And your ass.
And your ass.
Yeah, now she's got nothing.
You bitches better love yourself out there. That's what I teach.
Nate, I've also tortured Nate with the show. I made him watch so much of it.
It's really gross.
He hates everybody who watches
That
it. Like,
shit is nasty.
yeah, I hate it, and I watch it in bed with the covers pulled up, and then I like pull them down to watch. I don't know what it is. It's a sickness. It's like
I really will watch the shit out of that, and I can't wait to watch it. I want to see all the botch surgeries that have ever happened.
And it's also, what's amazing is that it's a fucking British show, so they're just doing it with like a stupid, lively British accent. They're like,
I hate how they call stuff pounds. What the fuck? Wait, not pound. Oh, sorry. Where are you from?
He's Australian.
Oh, sorry. I knew you were Australian. I'm getting better at this.
It sounded like you didn't.
No, I knew. No, here's the thing. I didn't want to say it just in case
Oh, you didn't want to? Okay.
No, but I knew that you were. And my dad sold a gospel album in Australia. And I know they racist out there, so that's a big deal. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. They're
racist
not kidding.
out there?
I'm not kidding.
Oh, yeah. He says,
I'm
yeah.
not kidding. What were we talking about?
We've
Sorry.
delved into.
He flicks you off every time you're not looking. You're just not seeing
love
it.
it. That's what I want.
Yeah. Fuck.
What the fuck were we talking about?
We were talking about that fucked up surgery show.
Oh, dude, yeah, I really want to see what else happened. Just the booty?
Oh no, there is lots. What was the other lady?
There's so many so fucked up ones, you guys. Okay.
The lady with the eye. What did she do with her eye?
Okay, so she went. This girl's retarded, and I like hated it.
They all are.
I have to tell you, this is actually my most triggering and my least favorite segment, but I'll describe it because
Okay.
I've put so many people through the show that I deserve it now. Okay, this girl went to get fucking color implants in her eyes, so they slide it like under the top layer onto your eyeball, and it's just a plate of color that changes the color of your eye. And literally like 24 hours after the surgery, she like starts going blind. Her vision's getting worse and worse as the day goes on. It goes totally black. She's rushed to the hospital. She went out of country to get it, so like at the hospital they're like, we have never seen this before.
They're like, no hablo English.
No idea how this. She's back in her home country, and they're like, we have never seen anything like this before. We have no idea how to deal with it. Fucked up. What are these people?
Did she go blind?
Yeah.
She ended up getting her vision back, but it was like totally. They had no idea whether it was going to come back, whether they were going to be able to get them out safely. All that shit. It's
the
crazy.
rapper T.I. Yeah, his wife did that. She went to another country and got her eyes done, and so did her daughter. No. And her daughter experienced a lot of problem with it, but she hasn't.
Just fucking have your eyes be your eyes.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, y'all are tripping.
I tried color contacts in high school, and like
everybody as a kid.
I thought they looked good on me because like from far away they did, but up close they look like fucking 3D pop out eyeballs. Like it was weird, and it's also like
just wear your eyes.
Just be yourself.
There's only like 5 to 10% of the population who loves their eyes at every point in their life. Like a lot of people, when they're kids or when they're in high school, they're like, I wish I had a different color eyes.
Yeah.
Fucking deal with it.
Fucking
like,
deal with
you
it.
get
I don't
over
know what to
it.
tell you.
Deal with your eyes.
Everybody felt that way at some
Who
point.
cares? You
Get
can't
over
even
it.
see them.
You can't see your own eyes.
You
really.
can't see them. It doesn't matter.
Unless you're in a mirror or something.
Yeah. Then don't look in a mirror. You know, this is very interesting. And I found this out the other day. People with total blindness, like complete blindness, no, not even light, like people that don't see anything, they don't see black. They see nothing. That's what they say.
But they do see black, though,
no.
Right?
They don't see black.
What is nothing?
Because black is a color, and they don't even see color. They see nothing. They describe
it. Nothing.
They describe it as whatever. Okay, imagine trying to look out the back of your head. That's what they see. Isn't that crazy?
That's fucking.
Isn't that not of mind fuck to you? The best way I could do it was by opening one eye.
I see what they see now.
No, but it's still black, right?
I don't know.
Okay, if you cover one eye.
This room is really bright, so you actually see kind of through your eyelid in this room.
No. This is the way you do it. You cover one eye. You cover one eye, and you look out the visual eye, and the eye you can't see. It's not really black anymore because you can see other stuff, but it's nothing. Do you know what I'm saying?
No,
yes.
I don't.
Look around. The other eye is nothing.
Wait,
it's not black. When you're focusing with the open eye, you see nothing.
You're kidding me.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Is that real?
I don't know what you mean.
Look.
Now
I see nothing out of this eye.
Yes, when you focus on
it's like
looking.
I don't even have nothing.
Not even black.
Like I don't even have an eye. I don't even see black. I just see nothing.
I don't see color.
That's what I'm gonna do. Next race debate. I'm just gonna say, look, you see that? I don't see nothing.
That's how I see everybody. Like nothing.
Like nothing.
It gets real negative.
Everybody's nothing to me. You know what? The only thing that I'm gonna do is take the fat from my body and put it in my ass. So
what?
No. I'm saying you can do these things, but do them safely.
Mm-hmm. No, it's true.
There's a safe way to do this.
The whole point of this show is that they're going back for a second surgery that completely corrects the first thing that gets fucked up. It's just a matter of going every single time. There's like a pretty
they gave her legs and her arms back. What do you mean every single time?
That was the only story.
That was the only story.
Now she's still crawling around somewhere.
Right? Oh no, she's still crawling.
Only
but
story
everybody
the whole show without a happy ending was that one actually.
That's pretty funny though.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like it is true. It's just all about the doctor that you go to and like fucking putting research into it, not just
work.
Yeah.
Seriously, put some research into it, guys.
Hell
Don't be so thirsty, right? So desperate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also like this lady that put injections in her ass just showed up at work one day with a needle and was like, "Do you want this?" And like they went in the back room and like
and just did it.
Yeah, it was no research. They
that's
just did it.
Crazy.
I'm afraid I'm gonna mess up and do something stupid like that.
No,
I don't feel like
no, not like that. But like I make rash decisions. Is all I'm saying.
I get that.
I feel like there's no real like you could become a healthier person, but beyond that, there's no real like way to change like aging. Like there's no way to reverse the fact that everybody's aging.
I think the best way to slow down aging is to fucking relax and be as less stressed as
that probably is the actual answer, the number one way.
I feel myself aging when I'm stressed.
Yeah.
I like can feel like my skin drying, my face getting wrinkly. It's like I'm all like grumpy looking. When I'm just chill, I feel like I got 4 more 20 years on me.
That's good. You know?
5 if I'm living to 122.
You could do it.
I will. Quote me on that.
Psycho.
I don't care. I'm gonna throw my own surprise
Kim
party
Congdon.
at my 122nd birthday.
Do you mean my great grandmother Kim Congdon? Grandmother?
There's bones sticking out of my elbow. Come here. Let me hold you.
I gotta ask you questions before I get off of here, though.
Okay.
So she did comedy in LA for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you feel like not the differences, because that's hacky as fuck, like everybody knows the difference.
Like how am I feeling about New York
how do you
compared?
feel spiritually about the difference?
I'm exhausted here.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna lie. It's exhausting. I really do. While I do talk shit on New York a lot, I do appreciate what it's given me. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to be more positive about this.
Literally last week's show, she talked so much shit on New York.
Yeah. I mean, the weather's not good.
No, it's not good. I don't know.
The crowdedness is not good.
Why did you do that? Yes.
The train is not good.
No, it's
the trains are bad.
I'm about to go get back on it.
The stand-up is so good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The stand-up is like, I mean, I was in LA for 5 years. Mm-hmm. I was passed at one club. Mm-hmm. Here, I've been here for a year, and I'm in 4 clubs.
Wow.
And I'm getting regular spots, and I can get up and do 30 minutes a night if I want to. Mm-hmm. It's like a clear difference. I got a writing job.
Yeah.
You know how many jobs I tried to get in LA?
I mean, I'm literally in the middle of that right now.
Yeah. I got a writing. I've probably total, since I've started writing like submission packets, I've submitted like 20. Mm-hmm. But 5 of those were in New York, and I got one of those 5. Mm-hmm. So it's like you could see the difference in like, and like the way things are moving. And I think that it was really a good move for me because I started in LA, and like I like to use this example is like when you have a child and you see that child every day, they never grow. They never look like they're growing. But if you don't see that child and then 5 years later you see them, you notice the growth.
Yeah.
And I feel like people in LA weren't seeing my growth because I was there too often.
Yeah.
And then when I moved to New York, people were like, oh, instead of being like the new comic from LA 5 years ago, because nobody ever forgets that.
Yeah.
I was like the girl with credits.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? So it was a good move. Definitely. I do miss LA.
That's smart.
I miss the weather.
I know you do.
And the quiet.
That's what it is.
And
the
like,
space.
I really love driving, so I miss driving. I might get a car. I think it might make me happier to have a car here.
I was just thinking, there's a lot of comics. I went to the Cellar last night and stayed there for a while just to hang out and be in that, you know, whatever. And talking to the comics, like most of them had cars.
Yeah, I am
like,
pissed I
what?
sold my car to come here, to be honest.
Yeah.
Parking is a little difficult, but like, fuck yeah. It's so much easier. It's so much safer to get around.
Yeah.
It's so much more comfortable to get around, where you're just, you get in a car, you close the door, you lock the door, you feel like you're in like
your own
it's
space.
almost like a room where you're like in your own space. You're completely separated from the world around you. Fucking free to listen to whatever you want on the radio. There's no downside besides parking, which like I don't know if I'm lucky or if I'm practiced at parking in New York City.
It's just like LA, I would imagine.
I would imagine parking is awful.
It's bad.
It sucks, but like if you...
But it sucks worse being stuck on a train with people coughing on you.
And
it's nasty.
If you go early enough to drive around for 10, 15, if you like, you know, depending on what time it is, maybe 20 minutes. If you time things out based on when things are like not legal and then they become legal in a minute, like you can make it work. It's
I might
great.
get a car.
Yeah.
It might make me much happier being here.
It makes me a happier person since
the train.
Since I from when I didn't have a car to when I did have a car, it was a huge increase in personal happiness and freedom. Like I felt like leaving the house more.
You know what would be good? A smart car. Those little tiny ones. Yeah, you can park anywhere. It's just two people.
Those are pretty good, especially if you're not even planning to go on highways that much where like, you know, it's a little more dangerous to have a tiny car. Like if you're just going to be in the streets of New York, then that's exactly what you want.
Yeah.
But I would think about the winter too with those little tires.
Oh yeah, that's
might
true.
Be shit for the road.
That's true. I mean, I don't feel like I'd hit the road in a smart car. I feel like I'd have it just to live in the city.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fucking, I hate not having a car. I love having a car. I love being able to get in your car. In LA, every time I got in my car, even if the traffic was 45 minutes, I had a blunt rolled. I had my playlist ready. I had the windows down because it's 78 with a cool breeze. And just that fucking energy hits you and you're like riding with your hand out the window. I love that shit.
Smoking is one of the huge, like, differences where you're like, oh, now I'm in a car, I could fucking chill, I could smoke weed, I could hit, like, even hitting your pen on the subway, you feel like a little sketchy. There's people around, there's like kids around sometimes. You can't
I got on a subway train today.
Anywhere, man.
I got on a subway train. This guy was singing or doing poetry. He's kind of scary guy. Was doing poetry. I see him every once in a while. I'm like, one day he's gonna kill us all. It's like dark ass poetry. Like, you should see my mind, black like my soul. I give no fucks about any of you. It's like shit like that. And then the doors were closing. It was like, the door's closing. Now you're stuck with me. And I was like, great.
Oh God.
It's like, I don't like that feeling.
Yeah.
I don't like that feeling of, okay, someone has 3 minutes to do whatever they want with all the people in this car.
Do. Yeah.
And 3 minutes goes by very slow when you're in trouble.
Why do you have to poetically scare your fucking fellow passengers? What is
right? Like, what is going on?
It was some fucking wild shit.
Damn. Well, I mean, I asked that because it's like, I'm not thinking about moving here at all, but I do want to like spend some time here.
You should start visiting for stand-up.
Yeah.
You should, I mean, like, I what I would suggest is do like a month at a place. You know what I'm saying? Switch places with someone for a month and come get your reps up and like get in and like meet all the people because it's good.
Yeah.
It's much better in the summer. It's nice in the summer.
Okay.
It gets very hot in the summer, very hot, but like it's a cool vibe when all the comics are outside, they're smoking. It's the city. We're all getting a pizza.
Oh,
it's very cool. It's very cool.
Way more fun. It's a totally fucking different thing. It's so underrated how entirely different of a city New York becomes between the two seasons.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Everyone's depressed right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
But
I I love that. And I've been doing a lot of like different types of art too, because I don't know why put it all in the same thing, you know.
Yeah.
I'm funny. I'm just funny in general, so I could do any art form and
that
then
has
pertain
comedy
it to
inside
comedy.
of it.
Yeah, exactly. So
I agree.
yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Yeah, Jill's fucking hilarious. She's so funny. You're gonna be a star. I've said it so many times. I've only said it about a few people. Everyone I've said it about is a star.
I actually say that about Kim too.
Thank you.
She's definitely going to be a star.
I say that about
but I
Kim
think
all the
people
time.
know that already. Yeah.
Kim,
But,
yes, for sure.
Thank you guys. That's really nice.
Well, you guys, this is dope as fuck.
This is from a fan.
That is beautiful.
Aren't they
Hell
so
yeah.
sweet?
Those
Over
are
at Glimmer and
dope.
Gleam Customs. Yeah, they fucking hooked it up with these
Glimmer.
little.
All right, well,
Do you got to get out of here?
I got to go to this show, and
Okay.
I don't know the subway system well enough.
Okay. No worries. We should probably end it anyways. I got to start the new podcast. You want to?
Sure.
We got to do a little bit of a short one.
So
this
you
time,
guys suck my dick, and what else?
Yeah, we're gonna get Jill off, so we got to go.
Yeah.
But
This is my pay.
is there anything? Any credit or anywhere that where can people find you? What do you want to drop?
Okay, so you guys, I'm gonna have to go back to Los Angeles because I'm doing the Hollywood Fringe Festival in LA during the summer. If you guys are visiting LA, it's in June. It's June 8th, 16th, and 28th at the Hudson Theater. That's also where the Comedy Central stage is. And we will do the Comedy Central stage, but it's going to be after the festival. Okay,
yeah.
so come through.
Okay, very cool. And what social media handles?
Please follow me. God damn it, I need more followers. Really bad. It's at Jil Chrissie, JilChrissie, at Jil Chrissie, and you'll be able to keep up with the Kardashians.
Hell yeah! And you should submit for Skankfest.
Yes, and I'm
I was
submitting.
gonna say that.
I'm
sure.
definitely gonna submit for Skankfest.
Yeah, because we want to see you out there.
Again, by the way.
Did you submit last year?
Yeah, I
Oh
did.
shit!
It's okay.
All right. Well, hopefully we see you this year.
Yes.
You guys follow me on Twitter at Kimberly Congdon, on Instagram at Kim Congdon. Check out my other podcast, Subway Creatures. That's on the Gas Digital Network. You can find that on YouTube, Subway Creatures. Check out the Subway Creatures podcast Instagram, and look out for Stone Science. It should be coming out very soon. I know I've been saying this
Pretty
for a while,
soon.
but now we're getting rough drafts, and I'm really excited for it to come out.
It's looking
Check out
really
season
good.
1 while we're waiting. YouTube.com/Stone Science. Alex?
You could follow me on Instagram and Twitter at I am Alex Scar, and listen to all the shows that I produce for Gas Digital Network, High Society Radio, In Godfrey We Trust, and Irish Goodbye Podcast.
Fuck yeah. All right. We'll see you next time. Bye.